Ralph, here are some of my old music festival domains. I have some metal ones, as well. But I know you don't want to go anywhere near any heavy metal. HoustonCityFest.com, HoustonCityFestival.com, HoustonStreetFest.com, HoustonStreetFestival.com, HoustonMusicFest.co. HoustonRockFest.com, HoustonRockFestival.com. But check this out as a marketing strategy for country music fans. I just thought of this and is why I'm including the Rockfest domains in this list. Also, it's sort of like a reverse psychology marketing strategy and getting everyone's attention because of the wow factor. Don't laugh, but here goes. Note: I've not edited it down, I just dropped my thoughts down onto paper. I'm sure it needs some shortening and grammar corrections. LOL. Attention country music fans all across the great state of Texas. Houston has just become the new home for the greatest new country music festival. Celebrating over 300 years of down home, deep south, front porch, boot scootin' country music. Let me just go ahead and tell you now, here in Texas, our country music artists don't just get down on the fiddle anymore, they are now all really rocking the house down. Little by little, Texas music artists have been pushing the envelope between hard-hitting country and good old-fashioned rock and roll. One thing for sure, today's greatest country artists could totally rock the socks off a lot of those old classic rock and roll artists. But it's not really a competition, we just do it better now. So move on over, because we're taking over. So to all you country music fans, both old and new, if you really love country music and you're more than ready to rock the new frontier of today's country music that's being played and heard all across this great state, then come on out and join us at the new and totally rocking Country Music Fest. Let's go ahead and show all them old-timey rockers how to really rock with some great country music. Let's show them what's truly rocking now. So yeah, you heard me right the first time. The greatest new country music festival is going to be called the Houston Rockfest. So be sure and grab you one of the festival's concert shirts that read "Totally Rocking to Country Music." So I am wondering, what do all you rockers think about that? You're not the only ones out there rocking anymore. We're formally laying our claim, and if any of you old rockers out there don't like it, well, all we can say is quit pretending you don't already secretly rock out to the hottest new country music. Either way, you're more than welcome to come on out and join us. You no longer have to wait till there's no one around to play your favorite country music tunes. And if for any reason you don't already love country music, be sure you make it out to the new Totally Rocking Country Music Fest so that you can check it out for yourself, listening to some of the greatest new country music being played live on stage.
Hello?
It won't take long, in fact, after you've heard even just a little, you'll totally get it.
Hey,
Saying to yourself, yeah,
hey, actually, just tell
I
them to go
guess
by the
these
computer.
new
I'm gonna
country
call him. My
artists
computer's
really are
recording
rocking the
something right now.
house down these days. Heck, you may even get a hankering to throw on some boots, pick up a fiddle and / or lay your guitar over on its side and get straight to learning how to rock to country music, too. By the way, you really ain't gotta lay your guitar over on its side. You can go on holding it the way you like. So don't forget, the greatest new country music festival in Texas is going to be called the Houston Rockfest. Yeah, it will definitely still be country music. But now it just happens to be rocking harder than Grandma's old rocking chair would be, after being left on the front porch during a Cat 5 hurricane. Heck, we might even let a few classic rock bands have a little time on the stage. HoustonRockfest.com, is brought to you and hosted by Houston's own country television and the wizard-like producers and marketers of the soon-to-be hit comedy Bigfoot Born to be Wild. Two great TV shows that just happen to also be rocking in deep country. So put your boots on, grab your hat and head on out to the new Houston Rockfest, where the country music will be definitely rocking. HoustonRockFest.com, HoustonRockFestival.com. Hey Ralph. I'm curious to hear some outside opinions on this. Maybe we can three-way, four-way call with Earl, Troy, and Gyps too. Also, if you have concerns about having the time or resources to take on a sizable event like this, I'll be happy to put it all together and even host it. But only with your promise that after my going through 150 to 200 country music bands over a few months' time, that the music festival, whatever we end up calling it, will be filmed with your level of expertise and quality. And the artists performing with all get 2 to 3 songs on the show. Even if just the audio while we're filming other stuff at the festival. Just making sure while the different bands that are playing on stage at the festival, that their songs can be clearly heard in the background when airing the show. To really make sure we get a lot of acts coming out to play in the competitions and events leading up to these acts qualifying for inclusion in the Country Music Fest. We need to be able to guarantee that all the acts that do qualify and get to perform at the festival will get at least one complete song that's filmed live, music video style, to be included and shown /aired on the show. Plus an extra song or two of theirs that will be at least be audible on the show as mentioned above. Finally, that the show will air on an actual network or TV station, above that of just the public access TV channels. Ralph, if you can guarantee me these things, I will start setting up, promoting and even host the event, taking care of everything, and then when it's all done, I'll even split the proceeds with you 50 to 50. However, I could always use some help with calling and visiting potential sponsors, vendors and promoters, aka booth renters. I'm not greedy, but I can already see myself doing the majority of the work. But as I've mentioned, I'm like a Walmart CEO. Because I've got lots of experience with these types of events. Hell, some of the other big promoters around Houston used to list my name in their promotions, to get more attention. But I've only really ever done these events to promote something that I wanted to get out in a big way, mainly my old band. LOL. Last thing worth mentioning. While lots of people who venture into the music promotions or nightclub /bar business tend to fail because of the issues with getting a good crowd, my nightclub also failed for this reason. And this is the absolute truth. After spending $46,000 remodeling the old furniture store on 59 to become a nightclub, after only 30 to 60 days I was forced to shut down because of the issues with crowd. The Houston Occupancy Permitting Dept. Came out and tagged me for having way too many people inside. They told me I would need to file for a new occupancy permit. That would include the number of people allowed for the new front deck that I walled in, doubling the size of the place. Long story short, the build was built in 1978, and I had no blueprints for it, no electrical drawings, nothing, and I had did all the remodeling myself, just hire a few people to help with the grunt work. But the city requires the building plans when applying for an occupancy permit. So I called a few architects to price, having then come out and draw me up some fresh building plans by measuring the existing building. It was going to cost in excess of an additional $17,000. But unfortunately, I had already went all in, money-wise, when I spent the 46k remodeling / converting the building into a club, so I didn't have the funds to get the new permit. So I had to just close the club down. But from the time I actually first opened the doors to the day they tagged the building and said, hey, you have way too many people in here. Yeah. I kept the place packed with bands and their music fans.